having a conversation just before we obviously started, and you were talking about your own athletics journey, and I was asking you about moving abroad to the US, and you kind of just touched on it. And you said something that was interesting to me. So go on, you can. I'm going to let you take the floor about obviously you moving abroad, me asking you about moving abroad to the US and why it always doesn't work out, or why maybe it's not such a great thing.
So, funny enough, yeah, back in 2021, I made my first GP call up, and I was getting opportunities to move to the States for for college, of course, for like the NCAA
Mm-hmm.
system and everything. And obviously, my coach, Nat Senior, who's still my coach to this day, like we were just talking about it, and it was like, you know what, if things are going well here, I will and truly believe with the system I'm in that we can make things work. Obviously, things have yet to fully click. Injuries, healthiness, conditions, everything just needs to come to par. But I genuinely think like with the US, I think with the US, I'm not here to say that it doesn't work completely. I just don't think that like for a long sustainable career, obviously athlete dependent at the end of the day, and depending on what system you go to, that it works. I've seen so many athletes, whether that's like my generation or like generations before, they've made the move to the States, and that very most like they'll run faster than they ever have done in the UK. But the way people narrate as if it's like you're gonna be a title contender.
Mm.
Mm.
Like obviously you can like there were arguments for that. Okay, it's worked for some people like Matt Hudson Smith went to the States, won like every championships he's done it whilst training in the States. Look at what Amber Anning's doing now, national record holder, 2 Olympic medals, like it's clearly working for her. Um and one of my good friends, Yemi Mary John, who's gone to the States, um, broke 51, made her first individual team, wanted to make a statement that she's not just a relay runner and she's actually done that for herself, made the individuals, made the
Mm.
semi-finals even, and I think that's a great achievement. But I just don't think, for me personally, it's sustainable in the long run because you have to account for things like climate, culture, food systems as well. Like America have a lot of questionable processed foods and
Mm.
some that are contaminated, shout out Area Nighton, but I'm just saying, get it. I'm just saying, get it. It's just like it's just like a big culture shift. And I think like what I'm not a fan of, where yeah, um Americans are able to get like the best athletes out there, but you have to account that they just have better climate than us. Don't get me wrong, I
Mm.
would love to train in America. I'll just do my training in a better climate. That's literally it. I wouldn't switch groups or
Right, you
anything
wouldn't
like.
change.
Nah, I wouldn't go to
Mm.
like a Lance Brahman or a Dennis Mitchell or anything like that. Because I genuinely believe in my culture, and like that our only handicap is like I have to suffer doing winter training in like -5 degree weather.
Hey,
That's
it is what it
literally,
is. It's London, it's England, isn't it?
that's literally it. But yeah, I genuinely just don't think that the grass is greener all the time. And one of my good friends, Louis Hinchliffe, who's went to the States, obviously done the mad thing with
Mm.
Carl Lewis, first British man in history to, I think, to win the NCAA. So it's like he's made a massive statement. But I just don't think like I think for me personally, and it's gonna ruffle a lot of feathers to those probably watching this. I think you'll get success in a short time span, but it won't bring the longevity. I don't want to bring names, but it's like they've received their short-term success on the NCAA circuit, and as soon as they sign that big
Mm.
boy contract, they go pro and whatever. It's like from a British athletic standpoint, you're either just there making the heats or semis, or you're just reduced to a relay runner.
Right.
Mm.
So you don't think it works long term, essentially. You feel like it's a quick fix. It's a quick fix and a quick win kind of system.
Yeah, it's like oh shit, it's Olympic year, or I need to do the mad thing. Let me go to this, like, let me get this one season and let me let things flip. Oh, let me go grab my charger before this shit does. But yeah, I genuinely just don't think like it's sustainable in. I just genuinely don't think it's like fully sustainable in the long run. I genuinely think you're able to
Right.
get some sort of results here. Obviously, if you believe in your coach and your setup and you perform to your ability as well, as we're now seeing, there's a lot of British athletes on the come up, men and women,
Mm.
that are doing the matting here in this country as well. Look at Charlie Dodson, for example, stayed in this country around 44-1. And even
Yeah.
some of the youngsters coming up, like, watch out for people like Joy Eze, Success Edouard, Faith Akinbeleje. Like, they're all doing their thing in this country, and I believe they're going to
Mm.
continue to go further. Joe, I was just literally talking to Jacob about this. Like, Jeremiah Azu, who came from Italy after 2 years of being there, comes back to this
Mm-hmm.
country, European indoor champion, world indoor champion, 9-9 domestically as
Yeah.
well. So it's like, it can work in this country. I'm not saying that, like, obviously there is a possibility you can get long-term success. I'm just not of the propaganda that moving out of this country is the be all end all. And a lot of people try to
Mm-hmm.
promote that idea
Mm.
that you can't make it out in the UK, where I fully believe it's possible. Like, Adam Jamili made his first World Championship final, made his first Olympic Games whilst training in Lee Valley, racing the Suffer
Yeah.
Yeah.
Powell,
Yeah.
Usain Bolt, Johan Blake in their prime whilst training in the back
Yeah.
end of Lee Valley. So it's like, it can
Mm.
work. And even athletes like Ramel Glave, who's made the World Championships, doing that
From
all.
Croydon.
Exactly. So it's like, it can
Yeah.
work. It's possible. It can work. Not for everyone, but where there's a will, there's a way.